musical. What's going on? We've been having technical difficulties, but we here. And let me hit my sister and ask her. Check out my co-host with her fancy homemade. Is that leopard? Is that leopard? Wait. You a mess. I can't. Yes, I'm loving the.
Yes, I made this myself. Okay.
Yes,
I put a filter in it.
So nice.
Okay.
Let me see if.
Okay, hey guys.
Oh wait, let me send.
Welcome to E-pinions. I missed you guys.
Yes.
Just like.
This is the quarantine edition, and this is E-pinions. I am Ebony Nicole. She is.
Lisa Matisa.
Yes, we miss you guys. We missed last week due to everything that's going on, but we here.
We back.
Okay? Yes, we back.
And we making it happen, okay? We made it
absolutely
happen. It was difficult to do it because we used to doing it like together, so we had to get this technical issues out the way. Out the way, and we up and running.
Exactly.
Hopefully this will be over soon, and we'll be back together again.
Yes. I hope you guys are drinking your tea, using your hand sanitizers, your Lysol. This is serious. Like. I'm just mind blown on how it just out of nowhere, and we're here.
I was like joking about it. Remember you were scared from like January?
Yeah, absolutely.
I was thinking this was gonna blow over. It's not that serious. It's gonna just be like, okay, we're gonna get over this because you remember we had so many scares before, like with other things. But I mean, how you been doing it? How what have you been doing different? Like what have you been doing with the time on your hands?
Well, I've been working because I'm an essential worker. I've been working only in the mornings for like 2 or 3 hours because I work with clients. So even though I'm not really meeting with them, but we're essential workers, so we have to be there.
But you are then meet apart.
Absolutely, I'm not meeting with them at all. Call me or email me. Yes, I'm on it. And then when I get home, I'm remotely working. So, I mean, I've been having a lot of time on my hand. You know, we busy, we doing this, we're doing that. Yeah. But let me just say this has really put things in perspective for me. It has allowed me to see what's really important because I see myself doing this, I'm doing that, I'm out of town, I'm doing this. I don't have no time. But this will slow you down. So when I say for me, myself, God has my attention. And so, you know, with everything going on, my dad got sick. He had problems. He has asthma and respiratory problems. So he was really sick. And so we had a scare, and that made me really be like, yo, what's more important than your family? And so I've been really on my dad, really checking on him, making sure, you know, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing and, you know, taking his meds, eating right, because he really lost a lot of weight. So, I mean, this has really been a strain on me and my family.
Yeah.
I just appreciate life more, my time with my family and just being around them and saying I love you. And, you know, it's crazy. And you my family. You not my friend. So hush your mouth.
Okay.
My sister, co-host.
Okay.
But me and you talk every day, so you know what I'm saying? But but we take those things for granted, you know? So so what you been doing? Work-wise and your time?
I've been working remotely since like weeks ago. When my job was on it, okay, because we was like preparing for it. They had us doing like little runs.
Right.
Just in case it comes to a head.
Right.
And all I know, I don't even remember exactly when it just came to a head like that and it was declared a pandemic. It was almost like I don't even remember because we were doing so many runs taking time.
Right.
Then I'm just home permanently. Well, temporarily. I wish it was permanent. But let me tell you, that's the good that came out of it. I don't wish this on nobody though, but the good coming out of it is the time that I have to do all the things that I wanted to do. I made some candles.
Yes.
I started making candles. They
yes.
I got it burning right now. They smell so good. And, you know, I made my mask. I'm sewing.
Yes. Look, come on, viewers. Look at my co-host. This is what she's doing, home quarantine and making her own mask. Look at the shirt to match. She's so creative. Yes. Show the people. Yes, baby. Model. Motto. I love it. Listen, I want mine, so stop playing.
Yours is coming, boo boo.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been doing my sewing. It's like tomorrow I bought seeds. Because tomorrow's supposed to be like 65, 70 degrees.
I know, crazy.
I'm going to be out in the backyard. It's gonna be hard. Let me tell you something. I got a small yard, but it is so hard to be turning over soil, leveling the ground. But I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I got time on my hands.
Right.
I'm paying a landscaper $3,000-$4,000 to plant some like couple of seeds.
Right.
Some sunflowers. I bought some like a lot of different things. So I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'm looking for like it's just like nice to be able to do these things and come downstairs and be like 5 minutes before work starts and I'm downstairs.
Exactly.
I don't gotta leave 2 hours before.
Right. So have you been complying? Have you been staying in? Have you been staying 6 feet away from people?
I have not been in contact with anyone. The only time I've been in contact with anyone is when I went to the doctor's office.
Gotcha.
And then going to ShopRite. That was it.
Because I'm looking at the news and I'm seeing people still having parties. People are having gatherings 50 plus. I'm like, people are really not taking it serious. Like, what are you not getting? People are dying. This is real. I don't care what you call it and your theory of it. All I know is whatever it is, people are dying.
We had a funeral, like, because it's a shame, like, God forbid somebody dies or something that you know and you can't even have.
I know. But that's sad.
Some people in around Atlantic Avenue, I don't know if you saw the news, they had like a big ass funeral yesterday. And they weren't supposed to. They were Jewish.
Wow.
They was out together. Like some of them had masks on, some of them didn't, but it was a huge amount of them. Like,
wow.
Just disobeying the stay at home quarantine. But
I think they're allowing like maybe 10 people to view. So they would just
they was out in the streets. I don't know if you know the Jewish ceremony. I don't know what it's called, but they hold up the casket or whatever they was. Well, I know they showed it on the news. They was holding up a casket.
Wow.
It was mad of them. It was more than 10. It was a whole bunch of them. And the cops was on the sidelines and with a bullhorn or whatever, but you know how that goes.
Right.
Let it have been us out there having our
what? We would have been sprayed down.
Shot down.
Shot down. We would have been sprayed, shot, mace. If it was black people out there, what? It would have been a riot.
The news on the front daily news.
Mm-hmm.
How that goes.
Yes. A mess.
But I mean, aside from that, like I've definitely been under quarantine, and that's the one thing I hope that comes out of this is like because it really makes me work harder when I'm at work because I know that I'm gonna be scrutinized more because I'm at home, so I'm concentrating. I'm in the comfort of my own home.
Right.
The only thing that I think that I should be getting compensated for being at home. So this is like wonderful. Like you're really spending more money on your salary. Like at the end of the day, I'm eating more at home because I'm in the house. I'm using heat.
Talk up a little bit. You have your mic on?
Yeah, I have.
Sherelle says she can't really hear you.
She can't hear me?
She hear you, but not really.
I don't know why. I might need to get my mic or something.
Yeah, she said I really can't hear you. She hear you, but
It's probably like, because I don't know what I don't know what the garage band, why it's not
your regular volume is up?
Yeah, everything is up. Like I don't know why it's not. Maybe because maybe I need to bring this closer.
Yeah, she said bring it closer maybe.
So I don't.
Okay. Okay. So guys, so you said you'd be in the house.
Yeah, I just feel okay. So the only thing I think that's not so good that is I think I'm spending more money I think my bills are going to increase because I'm home, like my utility bills.
Right.
As far as like the lights, the gas. I'm using more now that I'm home. I'm using more lights, I'm using more gas, I'm using more water. So that's going to increase. Like my homegirl job, they actually gave her a few $100s on her check just because like they know that they're spending more money being home, which I thought was a good idea.
Wow. Maybe I need to be writing HR. I gotta write HR. Come on now. We ain't playing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to take it one step at a time because it's a pandemic now. But let this had not been a pandemic and I'm just home remote. I don't know. I really do think I should, even though it is convenient because you're using less money. You're not paying for trains and stuff like that. Right. Commuting. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to rock the boat. So I'm going to be cool right now.
So have you heard about, have you called any of your creditors, your car loan, maybe your home loan to defer payments?
I'm thinking about calling my mortgage, even though, because I always pay it on a drop dead deadline.
You said a drop dead. Okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to pay your mortgage, your rent on the 1st, but with my mortgage, they give you till the 15th, a grace period. So I always pay it on the 15th. I've never been late in the 10 years that I've owned my houses.
Right.
Just in case somebody got something to say. You
pay Come on, co-host.
And in 10 years, never been late. So anyway, credit is excellent.
Right. Good stuff.
I'm thinking about calling them, but when I do call them, because I tried to call them once just to see like what my options are.
Yeah.
And they didn't answer the phone because everything is so backed up. The phone line is gonna wait hours, and there's no telling if they're even gonna get to the phone line.
Right.
So I'm gonna call them, but I'm gonna figure out if they're gonna just tack it on to the end of my loan, or is my mortgage gonna go up monthly? Because if it goes up monthly, then I'm gonna just do it. Because at the end of the day, I thank God I have my job. I have like money still coming in. I have an income. So it's really no reason. But at the end of the day, like I still don't have my barbershop. I had to shut down my barbershop. Because that's not an essential business.
Right.
So I'm not now. I don't know how we're gonna get by with that because still at the end of the day, I still gotta pay the rent on that. Yeah. So hopefully the landlord there will give us a break. So I don't know.
You definitely need to call them for your business. I would definitely that would have been the first one.
And stuff. So it's like he got a lot going on. So I already paid this month's rent. So I don't know about May and stuff because at the end of the day, I have no money coming in. So that's another reason why I do need to call my mortgage. Even though I got an income coming in, I'm still getting a decrease on the money that I'm bringing in my home. So I'm still going to take advantage of that if I can.
So many businesses are going to take like a major loss. And it's just sad, but I thank God for us that we still have our jobs. So many people got laid off. So many people, lost hours at their job. So the little things, I'm just like, God, I'm still grateful. I mean, even in this crisis, you still got to be grateful. We got a roof over our shoulders. We still working. We are able to work from home. You know what I'm saying?
Omar said your mic is on 1,000. Mine
I know. He told me.
I don't know why mine and me and you both got garage in. I don't understand.
He said I'm drowning you out. But I pulled my
My mic is still messed up. Like it's still you can't hear me at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live on Instagram. Sherelle said go live on Instagram.
So y'all can't hear me at all. Like
Sherelle says she hears you, but it's not as loud as mine. She says she hear you. She said better.
I remember when we did do a test, I could hear you loud and clear, but mine was just like I gotta figure out or get a mic or something.
Yeah, let's go live on Instagram. So I'm gonna go live on Instagram.
Omar said to ask for a deferral. That's what I was thinking. If I can get a deferral and put it to the end of my loan, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. Because at the end of the day, it's interest free, and I'm gonna take it. I don't care. I mean, thank God I have an income coming in, but still, I'm gonna take advantage of that because that money could go somewhere else where I'm paying interest.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna do. But as far as that, I think this is like we're blessed to have a job in this day and age because so many people are getting laid off. So many people.
So true.
They said that the unemployment is going up like ridiculously.
No.
It's like.
But the crazy thing is even unemployment, people are trying to go there or call online and not getting through. So your bills are due, like we just passed April 1st. What are they gonna do? They can't even get through to unemployment. You know what I'm saying? So that's the crazy part. Again, I don't think that is going to get better before it gets worse. Like I don't think we're going to get out of this until the end of the year. People are speculating within a few months, but I don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't see that. The numbers are still going, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just praying that, we can jump back this too will pass, and we just got to keep it moving and make the best of it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I just want to shout out to all our healthcare workers who's out there on the line risking their lives. So many videos I've seen on social media with these health care workers quitting their jobs, because their supervisors are not being sensitive to what's going on.
So what do you think about that? So let me play, I want to play the clip so then we can have a discussion about it, about the nurse who actually quit because of the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm. Sherelle says she filed for unemployment. It's mandatory for employers to file for staff if they laid off or cut hours in Georgia. Oh, okay.
Why I don't see is Sherelle, y'all on some private text?
No, I went live on Instagram, E.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's talking to me through Instagram.
Oh, I was gonna say, I know y'all not having a private party over there.
Shut up.
Okay, so so the nurse that she quit. So it's been a lot of like workers that have kids at home, essential workers that have kids at home that like quit. So this is let me share the screen. This is one. Let me play this. Let me know when you see it.
Okay. Okay, I see it.
I quit my job today. I went into work and I was assigned
so sad, yo.
COVID patient on an ICU unit that has been converted to a designated COVID unit. None of the nurses are wearing masks, not even surgical masks in the hallways when they're giving report to each other. I had my own N95 mask. I told my manager, I understand we're short on supplies, but let me protect myself. Let me feel safe. I have family that I have to come home to, and the way things are looking, this isn't gonna get any better. America is not prepared, and nurses are not being protected.
So sad, yo. Yo, my heart goes out to them. Yeah, so sad, yo.
It is. It is really
so sad.
But what do you think? Do you think? Do you, if you were in her position, do you think, is that right? Do you think she was? Do you think she was reason to quit?
First and foremost, my family comes first, right? And my health. Of course, you want to be out there. You want to, be of service to others that's sick or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you got to come home to your husband and your children, and you're putting yourself on a line. And for me, I'm not understanding why wouldn't her supervisor allow her to put her own mask on. I didn't get it.
No, I think she said they don't. I don't think they have enough, because that they're short on it.
Right, but she had her own. I seen the whole thing. She had her own, and the lady was like, she wouldn't allow her to wear the mask that she had. Yeah. So I think I would have left too. My family is first, and I would have prayed about it after. God, if this door closes, you got another door open for me, right? Yeah. But my family would have definitely came first. I would have definitely left.
In that circumstance, I definitely agree with her on that. Because if I had my own mask, like, I don't see why I wouldn't be allowed to wear my
mask. I
don't know if they have rules against like what type you have to wear, but even so, like if I can wear a scarf over my face, let me do that so I don't be exposed. But I mean I'm a little conflicted about it, because I just feel like, had that been my mother or somebody, God forbid, in the hospital, and she needs like to be taken care of,
right?
And then the nurse just quit, and like this is what you signed up for. So I mean, I get her circumstance, because it's like you're not allowed to wear your own. So what's the reason for that? I don't know what the hospital is saying, what the reason is for that, but I don't know. I feel like if you're a nurse, a doctor, a police officer, you cannot say, I'm not gonna do this because of the disease. Like, there was AIDS out. I remember my mother, when I was young, my mother got like stuck with like an AIDS needle, so like scraped with the AIDS needle.
Right.
Like, these are the consequences that you have to deal with when you're in the hospital, like when you're in medical care. Like, you're going to be exposed.
Right.
And we don't know what disease is going to come next.
Well, the thing is, I think that none of us was prepared.
Yeah.
And if we were prepared, everybody wouldn't be in a panic. I think everybody's in a panic, even supervisors. You know, the workers, they're not prepared. People are working without medical shield or mask or, you know, things like that. So a lot of them are going into panic. And she's human, of course. Again, if I was a nurse, whatever, I would want to be of service and help. But at the end of the day, for me, my kids and my partner comes first. That's it.
But that's true. But
that's
I just
it.
think, like,
but I get what you're saying, though.
Let's take away the thing where they couldn't give. Like, let's just say it's the coronavirus. There's some cases where nurses are not said I quit because they were assigned to the coronavirus floor.
Right.
Her circumstance, she couldn't wear her own mask. I don't understand that, but let's take that out of the equation. Okay. I'm speaking for like a nurse who's quitting based on like, because you get assigned to the coronavirus floor. Mm-hmm. Like, there's going to be so many diseases. When you signed up for this, you know that you're there to take care of, you know, people's medical needs to save lives. We don't know from today, like this is coronavirus. We don't know tomorrow what kind of disease is going to come, you know, and you signed up for this, like, right. You signed up to take care of me. And right. I don't, like, God forbid, I'm in that position where I got some, God forbid, some kind of disease or infection and I need care. And then the whole staff quit.
Yeah.
Leave me to die. Like,
yeah, I feel you.
Police officer. If I call a police officer, I got a bloody axe murder. I wake up to a bloody axe murder in my bedroom and I call the police. Is the police officer that's on his way going to say, you know what, I got kids at home, I'm not coming.
Yeah.
I'm staying home.
Yeah.
I got kids at home. No, you signed up to be a police officer. And these are the consequences that you have to deal with. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring.
So you feel like these healthcare workers should be putting their life on the line regardless of what? That's what you're saying?
When it comes to infection, diseases, this is a part of the job. Like, people have gotten stuck with AIDS needles when the AIDS pandemic came out. Like,
what y'all feel on Instagram? I'm saying that for the healthcare workers, so my family comes first. My family comes first.
Then you should not, like me, I know I can't be a nurse or a doctor. First of all, I don't even like burping. I don't like bodily functions of other people. I don't like those things. So I'm not going to sign up for it. I'm not going to put my life at risk for no one. So I'm not going to be a police officer. I'm not in the medical field. I'm not going to be exposed. I'm not going to do it. But here's what I'm saying. Should I just suppress that and say, you know what? I'm going to be a police officer. I'm going to be a doctor. And I'm going to go out there, even though I'm scared of catching an infection and I got kids at home.
I see what you're saying. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
You don't have kids, or you find another career.
I feel you.
Because
it's hard.
What disease is going to come after this? There's going to be another disease that's going to be that may be airborne, where it may kill people on the spot. Like, and like these are things you have to deal with when you get into the medical field. This is one of the diseases,
right?
And this is just we don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. But I don't want a nurse quitting on me.
Yeah, I feel you. Because if it was our parents or, you know, a loved one and you quitting, you're supposed to be taking care of my father. You're supposed to be taking care of my mom. Where you going? So I get what you're saying. I mean, it's hard. You know, I think
if they don't allow me to use my mask and other equipment, then I would leave on that circumstance, because now it's a personal thing. Like, it's not even just like y'all short. But first of all, I get like the part where they shouldn't be short on, you know, the equipment, face mask,
right,
sanitizer, like.
But that's the problem.
Another issue on top of it.
Exactly.
Like, so when you put that in the equation, probably that would give me grounds to quit, because now it's adding on another variable.
Exactly.
That I wasn't aware of.
And that's the case now, though. That's the case.
Yeah.
They don't have enough protective, you know, equipment.
Yeah. So I'm conflicted on that, because it's like now we're short on equipment. They don't even got ventilators. Like, come on now.
So now they're the healthcare workers are being threatened to get fired if they put any more footage. You seen that? Any more footage on any they're gonna get fired. So the hospital said any other healthcare workers want to go viral or post and vent on social media, they are losing their job. What do you feel about that? Should they have a right to express how they feel?
They're quitting. What do you mean? Like, I'm quitting.
Those who don't quit and are putting stuff up stating we don't have equipment. You know what I'm saying?
I would never. First of all, if I'm on a job, I'm not putting nothing up. Anything. First, I'm not putting out anything positive or negative on my job, because anything positive, my job may look at it as negative.
Right. Exactly.
I would never be on the news talking about my job at all. Even when I'm at the job and it's like a watermark or something because my job photographer took it, I'm not putting up nothing with my job on it, because at the end of the day, I have to represent them, and I don't know how they would want me to represent them. So no, I would never get on. I would never do that. So I get what the employers are saying. You do not put nothing up about me and my company. Disparaging online. That's crazy. Yeah,
that's what they do, and they up there venting.
Yeah, you should. That is grounds for termination.
Yeah, they venting. So yeah, they say no. Anybody else? Yeah, out of here. So I guess they want their jobs. They'll calm the hell down. Yeah. But it's sad though. It's really sad. My hats go off to all of the healthcare providers, because I know it's stressful. I know it's a lot, especially when you have families at home and you got to go home to your families after this. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's like they got, they are overwhelmed with people. Not only just coronavirus people. What about the normal people that's been getting sick?
Absolutely.
People that's having heart conditions, something like that already need care. What do you call the people that need dialysis and stuff like that?
Right.
These are people that constantly have to go in and out of the hospital. So, I mean, those are the people too. I feel like I'm gonna pray for them, because not only are the corona, COVID and all these other people suffering, it's gonna be the normal people that need healthcare also, that don't have coronavirus, that are going to suffer and possibly die because of the epidemic.
But what about the mental? For a lot of people who's going through this and are stressed out right now, their mental, lost their jobs, can't provide for their families. Like, a lot of people are going to need therapy after this.
Even though I be joking about your people and stuff, your friends or whatever that got depression and stuff, it's really not a joke.
It's not.
It does. I think times like this where people have to stay at home.
Yeah.
A lot of people, this is a recipe for depression.
Right.
At home, the walls are closing in on you. A lot of people are suicidal on a regular day.
Mm-hmm.
So, you gotta be able to have, enjoy your own company.
Yeah.
Enjoy your family's company. Domestic violence is going up. Governor Cuomo said.
Yes, he said it's on the rise. He said the hotline is crazy. The hotline.
And I think so. This is a time where people probably never spent this much time at home or with their loved ones.
Right.
Because you're spending 24 hours, and we don't even know when this is going to end. 24 hours, 7 days a week, for people that are home.
Yeah. So imagine, what would you do 24 hours every day? A nigga, I'll be strangling somebody.
And what about the alcoholics and the drug abusers?
Right.
Are now at home with their spouses 24/7.
That's true.
And the liquor stores, that's considered an essential business, and they're open.
They're open.
It's very easy to go there and get, alcohol and go home and just,
take it out on your wife, or your husband.
It's really, people like that. And then, what happens if you do have an emergency? The hospitals are overwhelmed. So
and first of all, I don't want to go to the hospital right now with all this stuff going on. I ain't sitting up in no hospital. Unless I really, really have to.
But some people don't even have a choice. If you get stabbed up, beat up,
True.
It's just you really don't have a choice but to go.
Yeah. Crazy, yo. I mean, again, I think a lot of us are going to really need a lot of therapy after this, because people are really going through it mentally. And who knows when are we going to jump back to our regular scheduled life? You know what I'm saying? And that's the scary part, the not knowing. But I trust God. That's me, my belief. I trust God that he is definitely getting our attention. And You got my attention. Like, again, everything is in perspective now. Ebony, slow the hell down. You doing too much. You here, you there. What's really important to you? You know what I'm saying? And so I think for me, it's allowed me to really think and like, yo, what's important? You know, cool out, chill out. My family, you know, my loved ones, my friends, and time spent with them. And so yeah, again, we are praying definitely for our healthcare workers. I see my cousin is online. She works in, I believe, a medical facility. So, yes, our hats go off to you guys because I know it's a lot. I love you, cousin. I see you, Rain. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so it's going to be challenging. So my thing is, what do you feel like if you had a partner? Because I had a situation with a friend. She has a husband that was out of town on business / vacation, and he's ready to come home. Would you allow your partner to come back, or tell him, listen, you stay where you, I don't know where you know, traveling back on the planes? Would you allow that? Because she says she's not letting him come home. Stay where you at.
Yeah, if I have kids.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a compromised immune system. You are not coming home.
Yeah, you are not coming home.
We still don't know what, because you know, even I don't even know if I have a compromised immune system, because a lot of times you don't know what's wrong until something else. Like, you know how many people have died with the coronavirus because they didn't know they had other issues going on and they found out about it while getting sick with it.
Exactly.
Because I don't know how my body may react to it. Yours might react good to it.
Yeah.
Expose me to it, and then I just die. So I wouldn't let my husband come home. Like, you know, we got kids. Like, you cannot be careless like this. Like, you can't, like, you can't, like, you got to stay where you at.
And then you don't know how long. Like, you ain't going to see your husband, the kids ain't going to see their dad, because you don't know how long we're going to be in this situation. Like, what do you do?
And they don't even, you don't even know, but we still don't even know what this infection, this virus is. Like, we don't know, is it airborne? We don't have enough information about this. And because I don't have enough information, I would have to protect myself and my family.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would let, but I know a lot of people are going through that with my friends and other people that I know. Like, it's like, you know, when you live with other people, you know, it's not just you. Like, you have to be considerate of other people.
Other people.
Going out.
Yeah.
And you can't be going out and about. And I know when I was watching Housewives and Nene's live came on, and she was so livid because her son going out, like going to friends' houses, and coming home.
You won't be coming back to my house.
And now you
no. So it's like, that's what I understand. And I don't understand that.
I'm seeing it now in her room, but then you still got to go to the kitchen. You still gonna see you and your son, like, you still gonna be exposed. So what is that?
That's the luxury of living by myself now. Yeah, because I don't gotta worry about niggas, you know, want to go out. Because, you know, some of these dudes don't want to sit. So I mean, the women too don't want to sit. They gotta go. I gotta get air. I gotta go to my boy's house. Yeah. No, I'm so happy that I have the luxury to be like, I don't gotta worry about you, you know, going out trying to bring home something.
That's the benefit too. I feel like, I think why I get settled into being single, because like you only have you to worry about. Because a lot of times not a lot of times, you have to, when you have a significant other, a husband, you have to, you're not just living for you, you live for
right. Exactly.
So it's like,
it's a partnership.
Yeah, you have to incorporate them, and you can't expect someone to treat you how you would treat them or how you treat yourself. Yeah. So, I mean, in this day and age, that's why it's good to be single today, because it's like, I don't got to worry about being exposed.
Exactly.
I don't want to be.
Because I'm coming home to my goddamn self.
Yeah, and then I know ain't nobody coming up in here.
Right.
In my camp, okay? Without
you don't got no slides coming up in there?
Absolutely not now, not this day.
Right. I don't want no corona cock. No, sorry.
It ain't that much cock in the world. My life ever.
You better do some things.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Let me see where our caller is. Hold on. I'm gonna come right back Instagram.
Invite in to get, because you know we single, okay? So we speaking from a single perspective, because we just got to worry about ourselves, and we don't have to incorporate anyone else. So we need to get somebody else up on here who can say about, how is it? How, like, they still got to go out and work. And how is it being at home? Like, because this is like, I think the first time, I think in the century where it's like, you going to be spending morning, noon, and
night with your mate
for days and weeks at a hand.
Listen, I think that's good for the ones that just met or are newly together, you in your honeymoon stages. So that might work for a couple. But niggas that's together for like over like 5, 10, let me not say 5, 10, 20 years, y'all gonna be ready to choke each other out.
That's what I'm saying. And then it's like, it's you don't even know when it's gonna end. Like, what if we've been in this now for 3 weeks now? I think I've been home for like 3 weeks now.
Yeah, so, exactly.
And they're saying by Easter, like, hope. I mean, that's what Trump is predicting. But he's trying to be so optimistic about. Like, so to believe. And what about the stimulus check? What you think about that? The stimulus check we about to get? Is it really gonna be sufficient to like get us, like, no, God forbid if I had lost my job and I get $1,000, that's gonna go in like $1,000 really isn't anything.
I mean, I'm thankful, I'm thankful, but that'll be going in a day for some people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, that's not gonna compensate people who really lost their job.
Absolutely not.
I was listening to I gotta give them credit because I don't want to like speak on like them, but when I was listening to Charlamagne's podcast, he was saying that he respects Trump because it's like he's gonna like he's trying to be so optimistic on everything. Like he's basically saying we're gonna be done by Easter. This is gonna be over by Easter. Like we're gonna be good. He's throwing us a bag. He's trying to like he's trying to like, I guess from what Charlamagne and them was saying, like your goal, like when you're a leader, you have to pump everybody up. Come on, yay, we're gonna get over this. Let's go, guys, let's go. We're gonna be good. So I mean, I guess that's what he's doing, and then he's constantly on doing the press conference, constantly trying to keep us in the know. I mean, I've never seen like a president but we've never had a pandemic since I've like
this
earth. So I don't know how it goes, but he's been on the news. The governor's been on the news. So I don't know. I mean, he's throwing us a bag, but $1,000 bag.
I don't know. But again, I'm grateful,
It's something. It's better than nothing. But is that going to buy him another 4 years in the office? Are you going to vote for him?
No, that's the question.
That's what a lot of
because he gotta go.
I know, but I think that bag might blind people. Like he's
throwing the bag at people. Like, bow, catch that, vote, bow, catch that.
Yes, overlook that. I'm giving y'all a bag. And I'm like, I mean, he's trying to be optimistic about everything. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, Trump got to go. I mean, I feel like a big part of it, why we're in this crisis is him. You know what I'm saying? The way he moved. So, vote, y'all.
Yeah, we got to vote. We definitely got to vote. Definitely get out there and vote. I just got my notice because I moved. So I have to register by May 15th is what I have on the deadline. So if you're not registered, May 15th is the deadline to register to vote in order to vote for this, during this election. So
I wonder what's going to happen, if everybody is quarantining, like how are we voting? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think they're going to have like a online type of thing? Would that even work?
Pushing it back because there's so many primaries that's coming up that, I think New York is supposed to be voting in this month. May, June. A lot of states are supposed to be voting in the primaries April, May, and June. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
But I think they're pushing everything, further, in the year. Like, taxes, the deadline to file taxes has been extended to July.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. That's good because I ain't do mine. I mean, I ain't getting nothing back, but
I didn't do mine either. So but this is definitely affecting everyone.
Yeah. Yes.
Is she coming on or what?
Yeah, she's about to call in. We have a special guest coming in. We're going to chop it up with her. and see how she quarantining.
Yeah, that's good to get some new blood, some fresh new blood. And she has her own podcast too, so she can tell everyone all about that too. So that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
And but yeah, as far as that, I think I don't know. Do you how do you feel? Do you get like lonely at all, or like what do you like during this time? Do you feel like
you know the crazy thing, E, and you know me. I know you just want to ask the question so the viewers know. But for me, I'm always really majority of the time when I'm home, really by myself now that I'm single. So I really love my time alone with myself, to be honest with you. I love my time with myself. You know, do sometimes I get, you know, you want to be spooning very once in a while, but not a lot. I love my time. I love me time. I don't got to cater to nobody. I don't got to cook for nobody. I don't got just for me. And so I'm enjoying by choice, I'm enjoying my single life. I really am. I've been the most happiest I've been in a few years, and just learning myself, loving on myself, and working on myself so that when I do meet, you know, the love of my life, my future, that I'll be right for them. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't get really lonely. You know, I have my friends, my family, they keep me, you know, busy and occupied and stuff like that. So what about you?
I think I'm so set in my ways. It's like I think I enjoy like being by myself too much. Like I think it's become like so like
routine, right? Like routine.
Routine, and it's such a good feeling. Like I find myself, even when I do have like company or like you know, a date or something, I find myself making excuses to go home or something. I don't know.
It's time to go.
I know. So
you gotta work tomorrow.
You know what it is? I love to be able to just lay up and with my dogs and just watch my court TV, watch my ID channel, and not have to, because you know, when you're around someone else, whether it's even your spouse or significant other, you have to incorporate them. You have to, unless you're selfish and you just don't care, and that's a recipe for disaster.
Right.
But you have to consider them.
Right.
So I love not having to consider somebody, because automatically when someone is around me, I do have to consider them.
Exactly.
What they like.
Exactly.
But being by myself, I don't have to do that. I can sit with my dogs without somebody complaining. Oh, why your dogs, like, why they always, they so spoiled. Like, I can watch my ID channel without someone like, oh my God, it's so morbid. Why are you always watching this? And now I gotta watch sci-fi or something.
Right.
I can make myself a sandwich and I'm good.
And you good
for the night. Like I don't have to incorporate. Okay, I gotta make sure he gotta eat. I gotta make sure we eat. I gotta make sure he's home. Like I don't like. I think I'm just so like. I love it. Like I'm able to do the things that I want to do without any interruption.
Right. But you know, that's growth for us. That's growth for me personally, because to be honest with you, in my, you know, late 30s, I've always been in a relationship, long-term relationship. I was always with somebody. Never, I can't really remember when I was ever really single. I always had a partner. And, so, and I always felt like, oh, I can't be by myself. I feel alone. Like I've always been a relationship person, or, you know, catering to somebody and just being in partnership. So I never knew how to be by myself because I've always been in a relationship. But now that I've been single for maybe almost 2 years, 3 years maybe, I'm learning to be okay with being single.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with being single and learning yourself and preparing yourself for your future. I am doing the work on Ebony. I'm doing the work because, you know, I wasn't perfect in all my relationships. And so for the next person that I engage or, you know, partnership with, you're not going nowhere after this. It's a done deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're getting older and it's time to settle. So in this time, and I'm sure we learning ourselves, you know.
I think so too. And I think the difference between, like, say you and I, like you have 10 brothers and sisters.
10.
Like you grew up with people always around you. And
right.
You're in the middle, right? You're in the middle, or you're like.
Yeah, I'm the 5th child.
Yeah, so you're like smack dead, and you're the middle child. So you always had, you know.
Well, the 4th child, the 4th, yeah. 4th.
Yeah, so with me, it was always me and my brother.
Right.
And my brother's 2 years older than me, so he was, you know, he went away to school. So I was 16 when he went away to college.
Okay.
So and my mother worked nights all the time from when I was 16. Well, before I was 16. But being that my brother went away to college at 16, I had the house for myself.
Right.
I was basically living on my own since 16.
Right.
My mother was working, and she had her husband, who's her husband now, but her man that she was, you know, always with him all the time. So at 16 on, I've been living on my own.
On your own.
Since then. So,
right.
I mean, from 16, so it's very hard, even now, for me to even incorporate, like, the man has to be amazing.
Amazing. Period.
And I'm dead serious. Like, he has to be able to be better than my alone time with myself. Like,
exactly.
He has to make me
want to be with him. Like, damn.
Yeah, your company has to be better than the company that I have on my own.
Myself, exactly.
If you're bringing me conflict and stuff, and I be thinking to myself, okay, no, I need to be by myself. Because now it's always peaceful.
Exactly.
When I'm by myself.
Right.
So like, being from the age of like 16, 17, of me being by myself, having my own car. I went away to school at 18. I've been by myself, living on my own. So it's like, am I really gonna, you know, tolerate somebody disrupting my comfort? No,
right.
It has to be amazing.
Right.
So that's why I think I enjoy this like too much, because I'm like being able to do all the things, like, you know, usually when you're outside, you have a job and you got things and you're not working remote. You're going 10, 11 hours a day from commute time.
Right.
From the time you get home, it's damn near 10, 11 hours.
Yeah.
So to be able to have that hours of you being home and being able to like have more time on your hands to do the things that you've been like, okay, I got to do this, I got to do that. But, you know, time always escapes us.
Right.
So now we got the time to do the things that we want to do in our house. I can do my garden. So it's just like, I kind of appreciate like this time. And it's like, I can't even imagine somebody coming in and arguing with me or something like that. The first argument, you're out.
You're out.
Yeah.
Peace.
So it's like, I can't
exit the stage.
Imagine.
Exit the stage. Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, so we single, we single, we love being single, right? But what happens when you get horny? You need some loving, you need some touching, you need some spooning. Like, what happens when you get into those moods, or do you? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel sometimes like, all right, I'm single, but something gotta pop off? Do you ever get there, or do you not even think about it? Because
I don't think I think about it too much. Like, I think about it once in a blue, not nearly as often as I know other people that I speak to and that I'm friends with and stuff, that they speak about, like, I'm so horny, I gotta get some, like, even when they're single and they gotta go out there and it's like, oh my God, I gotta get some like cock. Like, I don't feel like that. Like, I want happy companionship.
Right.
That's what I look forward to, and I think I'd be so content with myself. Like, literally, like, sometimes I feel like I'm overly content with myself, that it's like any little sign of any kind of disagreement or something, I can't handle it. Like, you got to go.
Right.
I'm just so content.
Right.
But I don't really, like, to answer your question, like, I don't think I think about it, because I more so want like happy, peaceful, coexistence. Like, I want that more so than sex.
Exactly.
And I want that first and foremost. And I
want you to my mind.
Yeah,
first.
And then I think once I get that, then oh my God, he's so sexually
exactly.
I think that's gonna come after. After you show me that your company is on the same level as my own company, and you're bringing me the same piece.
Okay, so you don't think about it too much.
I don't think
unless you're with somebody that you're feeling, then that chemistry and make you want to be like, damn, you coming over? This time, I need that. I need that ASAP.
It'd be so far. I'm so far removed. Exactly. Gotcha. Like, my dogs ain't gonna make me think about that, because I'm around my dogs 24/7 now. So
right.
like, when I'm not around it and I don't like have it and I don't have somebody I'm attracted
right. You're not really feeling for it. I got
think
you.
about it at all.
That makes sense.
And what
Makes
about
sense.
you? Are you like
for me now I ain't like you now. I get horny, honey. You know what I'm saying? I get hot and bothered. No, I do. But I agree with what you said. For me now, I'm not just gonna give myself to somebody that we ain't gonna start a future with, or I'm not gonna be with you in the long run, just because I want a nut, or just excuse me, for the church people, that's all. But just because I want to get my, off. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do that. I want to save myself for somebody that I know that I'm going to be with for the long run, and would appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not just gonna come over my house and be like, yo, we Netflixing and you getting at. No, I'm not. We're not doing that. No. For me, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But do I get? Yes. Do I want to? Yes. Do I want to jump on it? Yes. But I got things. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. All y'all single ladies out there.
I know what you're saying.
Okay. I got things and I know how to.
Sound effect.
You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to save myself because I want it to be special. I want to be like a new virgin. You know what I'm saying? So whoever gets it is going to be like, damn.
And then the older we get,
I want to marry her.
Exactly. And then, the older you get, the more like, the more you protect your peace. And it's like, okay.
Exactly.
You're intolerable of like the stuff that you used to tolerate before.
Exactly.
I'm not going to tolerate that now.
No, absolutely not.
I think now it's like, okay, the next person gotta be like really amazing. Like,
right.
To be honest, like I say that like he gotta be Jesus Christ, but no, Jesus Christ.
He gotta be Jesus Christ.
To be,
Yeah, Jesus really Christ. With your behind.
Yeah, you have to be able to rise above.
Yeah.
And show me something different. You cannot come to me with just your penis.
Right.
What happened?
Right. He has to. Like every time he come, he just. You know what I'm saying? He got to give me that feeling.
I don't have that. I don't see anybody that's like that. That's giving me that.
Well, I'm not really looking. Are you looking? Because I'm not looking. I'm trying to get myself right.
Yeah, but it would be nice for somebody to come on my radar.
Okay.
No one has come on my
radar. It just happened organically, right?
Exactly. Like there's no one that's come on my radar that I'm like, ooh, like I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm waiting for the
gotcha.
Like that has not happened. And forever. Like I can't remember. So. And yeah, no.
Hey sis, my sister's on. Hey, sure. I see you, Captain J. Thank you for tuning in all the way from Turks and Caicos, baby.
I would say Yahoo.
My sister said, y'all up and running.
Yes, we are.
We love you guys.
Yeah.
I think that's important. Get yourself right. And I think when God is ready for somebody to come, your mate, your forever, your future is organically gonna happen. You're gonna feel them, they're gonna feel you, you're gonna be like, I can't, it's gonna you guys are going to be like, oh, you're not gonna it's not gonna be a force. It's not gonna be like, James, do I really want him to come over? Do I really want her to come? You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be a force. It's gonna be
and that's how
you know what I'm saying?
But you know what the good thing about you and I, what we are, a lot of people tolerate stuff that like you and I think that's the secret. Like
probably won't, right?
Need to get down with the program. I was gonna say take a bum, but not take a bum. That's so wrong.
You wrong.
I know that's wrong. I don't mean take a bum, but I just feel like we have high standards.
Right.
And a lot of people have low standards and they get past and they just accommodate like mediocre things. So I really think that sometimes I'm thinking like that's the key.
Right.
Having a long lasting relationship is to like
it really is.
You gotta accept a lot of things that probably normally wouldn't accept.
Right.
But I don't know. I just can't bring myself to lower my standards. Like I'm
absolutely not.
And I don't think my standards are like out of this world. Like, but like I think I'm just my standards is like I'm completely like happy and peaceful being by myself. You cannot come into my life and disrupt that peace.
Right.
It has to be a harmony. It has to be cool. Like, you don't have to be perfect, but I mean, don't come in here arguing with me about stupid stuff. Like, I remember one guy who I don't know if he was intimidated by me, but it would be the stupidest. I remember one time, because I do, being at work and stuff, I do be having expired food in my refrigerator. And I remember
what is going on?
Expired. But I remember him like going into my refrigerator and like taking out, like, like asking me. It was a regular piece of, like, it was something that I just bought, but he was arguing me about how it's expired. But the way he was reading the date, you would think the date was like from 4 years ago. And I'm like, really? You really think I got a piece of food in my refrigerator from 4 years ago? Are you serious?
That's what he said to you?
It was a soda. So you know what he did? It was a Saturday night. He started calling up Coca-Cola to figure out what that date, like, he's arguing me about the date on a Pepsi Cola bottle. And he's telling me that was a date from 4 years ago. So it was like 2000, like, say it was 2019. He was telling me it said 2014. And it wasn't. It was the way it was written out. It was really like July 14th or something. But he was trying to say 2014. So he's arguing with me. And I mean a blowout argument over, he's calling Coca-Cola because he knows that date is from July 2014. So I was like, I'm not gonna have this, like, and he was like going in, you think you know everything? Like, he was going in, like, and I mean bad, when he's calling Coca-Cola on the phone on a Saturday night. So
he was kind of a little off.
No, I'm just saying, these are the things that people deal with. People argue over the stupidest stuff.
Yeah.
An example of like a stupid thing that can.
But I can't believe he called Coca-Cola. I would have been
on the phone calling Coca-Cola.
I would have been like, no.
He was on the other end, but he was on hold. I don't know. He was acting like he was on hold. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna get them on the phone. So he was on hold. I'm like, really? Coca-Cola got answer on a Saturday night? Are you serious?
Imagine how many arguments now that everybody, especially couples, quarantining.
And he didn't even live with me. So that's my point. Like, to argue.
Why you put the peanut butter in the jelly? Yo, now the peanut butter's mixed with the jelly, my nigga. What are you doing?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I can imagine me so peaceful and like so happy being by myself, and somebody's coming and arguing me about a Pepsi Cola that you tell
the date
that's from 4 years ago, and it's literally, it was really, it's serious. Like I do have expired stuff that I forget about, that I don't eat, and I'll buy stuff that I'm really not into, but I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna try this, and then I just never do. So it tends to stay in the refrigerator and I forget about it.
Right.
Come on, I'm telling you, I really literally just bought this like a couple of days ago. Like, you're not gonna tell me from 4 years ago, and you're gonna call Coca-Cola. So that's what I'm saying. Now you gotta go, because now you're disrupting my peace that I'm used to, and I don't want to see you again. So that's what it kind of can lead up to. So those are the things I'm not tolerating, but a lot of people do tolerate these things where they'll be okay with these little petty arguments all the time. I'm not okay with that.
That's crazy. Yeah, I would have been like, good night. I'm about to, get some shut eye.
Drawn into the argument, and it will keep going. Like, I'm not gonna back down. I'm not gonna. So once you argue on me, but it's like, yeah. After that, it's like, okay, now you gotta go. Why am I even arguing with you about
right?
Coca-Cola?
Like, are you serious right now?
Don't drink it. Like, if you really think it's from 4 years ago, just throw it out. Like, no, not throw my shit out, but just like, don't drink it. That's it.
A mess. Just don't drink it. She's about to call in now. Yeah, she's about to call in right now. And we'll talk to her for a little bit. Yeah, so thank you everybody. First, she's about to log on. Thanks everybody for
that's in the live chat.
That's in the live chat on the Instagram live chat. We heart you. A little bit about our Africa trip. As you know, all trips been canceled due to the coronavirus. But we everybody who gave, it'll be saved in our account, in our E-pinions count for our trip. We don't know when we're going to be going again. Probably next year sometime.
Oh no, not that long.
You don't think so? This ain't gonna be over until you. Yeah, I think it's a game. This ain't gonna be over no time soon.
The whole year?
I think, yeah. I think it's gonna die down in December. Mark my words.
I really hope not.
Think so.
I'm being like Trump. I'm like Easter.
Well, I'm being like the governor. The virus don't got no date. Is when the virus is over. That's what he said. He said we in a war for our lives.
I know.
He said we in a war. We fighting for our lives, and yo, that's real.
That is.
So when the virus say it's over, that's when it's gonna be over. And I think it's gonna be a little. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a little time. So
the money that I plan on making this.
I know.
So this is
I know.
My three-year anniversary for my shop, or is it 2? I gotta calculate up. But
all the gigs, right?
April is my anniversary for my barbershop. So I have planned on
3 years.
Yes, no. 2000. When else? 2016. 3 years. It's a 3-year anniversary.
3 years.
Yes. So I have planned on having like a block party. I wanted to get a DJ. April is the 3-year anniversary. So
wow.
I have planned on really like doing it up, and that's not gonna happen now. Like I wanted to do that. I wanted to just. I had so many plans. Like
life is on pause right now for a lot of people. Like we're like
Easter's canceled.
I know.
Spring is canceled. That's spring now. It's canceled.
Trips is canceled, period. Like vacations. Everybody, had their vacations planned. I was supposed to be going away again in May. That's done. Like my birthday, it ain't gonna be. This is the wrap. I'm just
it's gonna die. I
don't think so.
You talking about your birthday. That's like I don't think so. I'm thinking we're gonna be.
She's saying the saying is not valid. Hold on.
Does she got an email or something? I can
Yes, give me your oh damn! Look at she put it on. What's your email, Destiny? Give me your email. D Belton.
Wait a second.
So DBELTON.
Hold on.
Let me pull it up.
You look amazing.
I've been trying to do this damn freestyle.
D what?
D Belton. BELTON.
Yeah.
Hey, D. I mean, Des. 87. At gmail.com.
D Belton 87. Okay, got it.
Okay, click on. All you gotta do is click on the link now through your email.
Okay.
I hate that this is at the top now. Oh my gosh.
What happened?
It's like, I don't know what this. I'm scared to click on anything.
She see you.
All right, so I
hit join. Yeah, join. And then click on audio because it's gonna tell you audio.
Yeah.
Okay. You see me, E?
Hey, I'm good. You want me to hang up?
Yeah, hang up. Let me go back on Instagram.
Amen.
Hey, girl.
Yes, you looking very sexy, girl.
Hi, good.
Looking amazing, boo-boo.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yes. You're giving me face, honey.
Dynamic duo.
Let me introduce you. Yes, this is Destiny the Best.
Okay, wait, Destiny, you got to talk into the thing because I can't hear you good.
Okay.
Yes, I hear her good. You hear her? You hear her, E?
Can you hear me now? Like close?
Yeah. Now
I hear you now. I hear you.
I have the kids in the back, so Daddy is about to assist.
I see Daddy. Ow.
Thanks, Daddy.
Thank you, Daddy.
Apollo. Is that Apollo from Housewives?
No, shut up. Is that Apollo?
It look like that.
I've heard every light skin comparison. It's so funny. Venus told me that Majesty seen Chance the Rapper on TV and was like, that's Ilana's fault.
She is funny. The kids will tell you.
Yeah.
But this is Des the Mess. To all the viewers, Destiny the Mess. She is my cousin. She has a platform.
Wait, doing That's the Mess on live?
That's the Mess. Destiny the Best.
What? I never heard of that.
Destiny the Best. I mean,
but no. First of all, let's. That's an ancient nickname. That's pre-motherhood.
Just the best.
That was So let me tell you the backstory behind that because I don't want people to think that I'm vain.
Okay.
Where I grew up on First Avenue, it's a complex, but it's two different sides, two different gates. So you have the 50 side that's 3 buildings, and then the 60 side that's another 3 buildings. And I'm from the 60 side. So a good friend that I grew up with since the sand park. Every time I came outside, mind you, I'm like probably elementary school, 7th, 8th grade. You know, we're cute, stretchies, riding bikes,
okay.
Jordans. You know, I was afforded to look fly growing up.
Right.
And every time I would come out my gate, he'd be like, Destiny, why you always look the best? And I'm like, stop. Like,
wait, who used to say that?
His name is Davon.
Okay. Wait. He said best or mess?
Best. I was playing around with mess.
Fool you. She doing.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, because I'm getting
the best.
No, don't listen up.
That's the
every
best.
time I would come out the gate, and this is a true story on all 3 of my children, he would be like, yo, Des, why you just always look the best? And I used to be like, yo, you're like, stop playing. Like, brush them off, blush a little bit, keep it moving. And essentially, he just put the 2 together and had everybody calling me Des the Best. So that's where
the best.
Des the Best came from. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Got it.
Yeah.
So Des the Best.
When I started rapping, I was like using Des the Best, but
rapper.
It didn't follow me into my
I know you might have to spit some. Let us know what
yes.
you're working with.
You definitely gotta spit something before we get off here.
Okay.
But Des the Best. She's into her platform is media. She has her own media platform. Play Your Cards Right is the name of her platform. And I love the slogan, let your next move be your best move. Yeah.
Like
Des. I love it. But
my love.
So we were just talking about quarantining and you know, the domestic violence hotline is on a rise now. I don't know if you heard Governor Cuomo, but because partnerships and your man, your wife are all, in the homes 24/7, is like everybody's going crazy, And so me and E is single, but we know you got your hubby. Has it been different or has it helped? Has he been more helpful in the house with you and the kids?
And with the kids in the house and everything. Like, can you talk though? Wait. Can you talk?
Can you talk? Like E.
No,
I'll be candid. I'll be
able to keep it real.
Huh?
She said, because I want you to keep it real.
Yeah, you might be
I am gonna keep it real. I did hear that briefly. I caught the news the other day. And I think I've seen it like on a blog or article or website. Anyway, I just think that highlights how
Mike is doing. Wait, something.
Okay, now it sounds better now. Okay, go ahead.
Now
it was came in real loud.
I think that just. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. It just went loud. We can hear you, but it just went like now. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I think that just shines a light on how we're in irresponsible, dysfunctional relationships.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Absolutely.
I don't think that just because you are forced to now be around your partner for longer than you're used to, it should cause friction. Or it should cause one to be violent towards one another.
Right.
I just feel like they were already in tumultuous relationships. Right.
You got a point.
That is true, though. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's unfortunate. And it's just shining a light on how, we're in a lot of bad relationships.
Yeah. Because you think if we weren't, then your time together will be peace. It'll be pleasant. You'll be encouraging one another.
So can you talk a little bit about yours? Like, how has everything been at home with you, like in your relationship? Like, have y'all been?
Sure, with me, well, I think what's saving face for my household in particular is that I do have another form of income, which allows me to step outside the house twice a day.
Okay, good.
So I'm getting some air.
Okay, good.
And my fiance as well, he's stepping out maybe 3-4 times a day because that's just his usual.
Oh, so y'all
we was just talking about that.
Yeah, we have a routine with the kids, so we're not like up under each other regardless 24/7, despite the quarantine and the social distance federal regulations. Like we're not up on one another, you know what I mean? So
okay.
Y'all haven't had to spend endless time, like 24 hours, 7 days a week. Y'all not doing that. Right.
We still are taking like breaks. Like we have increments where we have our, me time and our alone time, even if it's 1 hour. And to your point, I think that for those who are engaged in like domestic violence relationships, maybe they need to just go take a walk, take a break, or find a way where they don't have to be like within the same 4 walls for 24 hours if they're clearly driving one another crazy.
But you're not supposed to be out. You're supposed to be inside.
No, you can be out, but you're not supposed to be within 6 to 8 feet of someone. So you could take a walk around your neighborhood or walk around your block, or you can walk to the grocery store. They just want you to protect yourself with your mask and gloves and to keep your distance.
Right.
But you don't have to stay stuck up in the house. Like people get it confused when they hear airborne. They think as soon as they get outside, they're gonna
get something.
Boom. They're going to contract this virus. And that's not how it works. You have to be within 6 to 8 feet, or the studies also show even further than 8 feet. Of someone's environment or within their vicinity, and then if they're positive, if they cough, or if the droplets spread, that's how it can stay within the air and you're exposed to it. But not just walking outside.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've been doing little things like when I hop on the elevator, I don't get on the elevator with anyone, and I don't even think people are thinking of those little ways where you can.
Get it.
Distance.
Absolutely.
I've had people like who's trying to get on the elevator and I'll hop off like, listen, I'm trying to keep my social distance.
Listen, I'll walk up the stairs, boo. Go ahead, baby. Take the elevator, baby.
So you don't
Let me get my exercise. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. But
even in the supermarket desk, like I'm in the supermarket, I'm getting my stuff. People are still like, I'm like, whoa, give me 6 feet. Like people are really not taking it seriously. No.
They are
like y'all too close to me. Give me 6 feet, my God.
Because they have the signs up in my supermarket where it says as soon as you go to the aisle, it says
6 feet.
Yeah, some grocery stores have it, some don't.
Yeah, people don't listen, even if it's in there. It was in the supermarket I was in, but people were still, I didn't want to be rude, but I'm like, give me 6 feet, baby. You too close. Thank you.
Right.
You're not complying.
You're not complying. I can't. Oh wait, I need my drink. How's that?
Yeah, wait. Do you still got your pina colada?
I do have the pina colada, but I didn't make the mix again with the Hennessy. But I have Bartenuta that I can pour.
Oh.
I don't feel like popping it open right now.
Oh. All right. I want to hear you spit it. Look at this. Look at this one. She made this, Tess. Yes. Model for them. Model for them. Yeah.
Oh no, you bought that.
No, she made it. She made it.
Did you see the video that I posted on Playing Cards, right?
No.
Where you can just put like elastics on the side of.
Oh yes, I think that's. Look at her.
I wonder how you made yours, Elisa. How you made yours?
Look at her.
Yes,
look at her.
Matching.
Yes, honey. Period.
Yes. Okay. I made this. Wait.
She is serious, honey. Listen, if y'all got hobbies, y'all better start. Listen.
This is a dress.
Look at it. Look at this. Look.
Oh, it's a dress.
Dress up.
Yep.
Made it with this.
That's crazy.
Oh, so you actually like sewed it and.
This is the AC filter.
Oh, that's what you was talking about.
Hey, what is she doing?
Viruses. Read this.
It kills viruses. So she like, did you sew it in, E?
I put it in. Yes, it's so in.
Wow.
She's creative. Look at this bitch.
It's inside.
Yes.
You put the AC filter in the cloth.
Yes, you put the AC. She plays no games.
That's another level.
She plays no games.
That's another level.
Pet odors, pollen, everything in the air, all kind of stuff. Yes. Okay. $15.
No, but I'm happy you just showed us that demonstration, Elisa, because a lot of these fashion masks that people are wearing, I seen a meme, I don't know how accurate it is, that they don't work.
Right.
They don't protect you from bacteria and from different tiny particles within the virus. They don't work.
This one somebody made and there's nothing in it.
One, okay.
I like ease. I told you better get me one, make me one.
Right. Look, start selling them.
That's what I told her. You know how much money he get? I'll be on the corner, be like, I got those masks. I got those masks. $10.
Look, I made two, but I didn't like this one, so I was like, I didn't like. I know I was in here.
What is that? A bag, my nigga? To put the mask in, my nigga?
Cool, but I didn't like this one. Because, I just didn't. I like this one better.
Okay.
But
you want us?
My point is that I think like a lot of them don't have no filters in it. But I started researching to see like, cause I didn't just want to make one with cloth. But they've been saying that you could use cloth and stuff.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yep. They. I don't know how protective they are, but they are saying you can use those.
But let me tell you how I went on Home Depot, because then I started researching about filters, and I saw other people were using AC filters and vacuum filters because it filters out. You know, when you use the AC in your window, you don't want pollen and all kind of viruses coming in your house and blowing out.
Right.
So right. To protect the air, like certain viruses and stuff coming in. So then I started reading up on that, and people were putting that in their masks. So I was like, so then I looked it up on Home Depot.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
It was like it's $11 on Home Depot. Tell me why they was charging $60 to deliver it.
What? Yo, they trying to get over. They ODing with these prices.
Let me tell you. So I started looking up in my area. The Home Depot next to me had no more in stock. So I think people are catching on to it.
Yeah.
There was none in stock. There was one by me that's 20 minutes away in Passaic.
Mm-hmm.
I went 20 minutes to go get it, and I was almost wanting to buy like the whole stack of them. But I only bought one. But they had mad of them in the Passaic, New Jersey one. So I was like, okay, I'm going there. I paid $19. I bought the big one, but they're like $10, $15. So I was like, I'm not paying $60 for delivery.
Wow.
I think they know a lot of people are purchasing it. It must be, because why is it $60?
Yeah, that's crazy. So that's
high demand. The prices go up.
Absolutely,
prices is up.
We were talking about healthcare providers. That's and E had put up a video. I'm sure you've seen the videos of some of the providers that's leaving their jobs because they're putting their life on the lines. What do you think? Me and E was kind of split. I feel like if I'm working at a hospital and I'm not provided the necessary equipment to protect me, then I might just walk out because my first of all, my health is first. And my family, if I have kids or a maid at home, but E is saying that if you signed up for a job, then that's your responsibility to do what you're supposed to do as a healthcare provider. What's your thoughts on that?
I think I'm split too.
Me too. I'm kind of split too.
Because you make a great point. Although these healthcare professionals have signed up for it, they also signed up to be protected and to feel protected because they have families to go back home to. But even when I was an EMT, there is such things as like code of conduct and a specific like scope of practice that you have to abide by. So say for instance, even if you're off duty and you see someone fall out and they could potentially be having a heart attack, within your scope of practice and your code, you're supposed to assist and you know what I mean? Yeah. So there is like a huge responsibility with being a healthcare professional, but I also feel like within that code and within those policies and procedures, you have to feel protected. If you don't feel protected, then all bets are off, and that's why some of the health professionals are just like deciding to leave. But I commend the ones who are staying because my
Say it again.
You used to be an EMT?
Yeah, I was an EMT for 2.5 years from 2010 to 2012, I was in a bad accident as well. Survived a rollover while I was in an ambulance.
Oh, wow.
And had to like kick through the window shield, crawl down the ambulance and drag my partner out. Like it was bad. So
wow.
Also, you have
to be here.
So that's
talking to Mike E.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's good that you have experience, because that's what I was saying. I'm not experienced. I know my mom is a nurse. So it's like, I know
30 years, right, E?
Wow.
Mom?
30 plus years. She was
30 plus years
in the emergency room.
Wow.
So I know from all the stories, like I've never been a nurse, but I know from all the stories and living with my mom, like I know all the things that people go through in this in order to like be a nurse and be a doctor and be in the medical field. Is right. What you were doing. So that's why I feel like with the nurse, that's why I feel like you took an oath. Like
right.
We don't know what kind of disease is going to come after the COVID, after coronavirus. We don't know what the disease is. But I would hate to be on my deathbed and my nurse be like, you know what, I'm out of here because I got kids at home. So that's the thing I'm conflicted about.
Yeah.
Right. And that also speaks to, those type of roles, public servant roles. You have to have like a certain amount of hero or heroism, within your spirit.
Exactly.
Like when 9/11 happened, what if the firefighters said, "Oh, I got families at home." You know what I mean? Like they made a conscious decision.
But I think it's a different dynamic when you have kids versus when you're single, when you're single or you don't have kids. I can see myself as a healthcare provider. If I didn't have any children, I might say, listen, because the type of person that I'm gonna serve, these people, I'm gonna do my best to do what I'm supposed to do under these circumstances, under these conditions. But if I had children that I have to come home to, all bets is off.
But then it's like
all bets is off.
I just feel like you got to make a choice though. Like either be
I'm gonna make a choice and I'm gonna be peace like the providers did. They laughed, they bounced.
And when you're gonna have kids, but before the coronavirus, you're gonna have kids. You're in the medical field, and you're gonna be exposed to. So it's like it's either you pick your career or you pick your kids.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, Elisa. The thing is, that's under the expectation that I'm able to, if someone is septic, I'm able to mask up.
Exactly.
Protect myself. Right now, we're in a challenging time where we don't have the capacity and we don't have the supplies or equipment to protect ourselves.
Exactly.
So if the healthcare professionals are getting sick, who are going to take care of the sick?
That's it.
The government has to step in.
Right.
The government has to step in. People have to, there's over 80,000 people volunteering. Like this is like no one, when they sign up to be a nurse or a doctor, expected that we would be exposing ourselves. This. And we're supposed to be helping those who are ill and exposed.
But I agree with that.
I hear what both of y'all saying. But it's crazy. They didn't sign up to not be protected.
I think the thing that's crazy that's in it is like them not having the proper equipment.
Right.
Protecting me. That's the variable where I would be like, you know what, I'm out.
Right.
Let's say,
but that's what's happening.
But let's just say you did have protective equipment and you still was assigned to the coronavirus floor and you have kids.
That's different. That's a little different for me.
No. Elisa, your mother's a nurse. So let's be clear. People neglect patients throughout history.
Right. For less.
Right? Yeah, regardless of this coronavirus.
Exactly.
So people are showing their true colors. You know what I mean? And
so true.
My best friend is a nurse, and she said that she's reusing her mask. Like they're making people reuse these supplies, and it's just out of hand at this point.
Yeah.
Is out of hand at this point. So that's why I do hats off to all the healthcare professionals.
What would you do? Like, say if you had a mask and you were assigned to the coronavirus floor, would you go and with the mask on? Let's say if it was that kind of variable and you have the mask, would you go or would you quit? Like, would you still go and do your job?
Honestly speaking, If I had a mask, if I had my protective gear,
EMT, like you were
right.
So if you was EMT and you had to go and you had to pick up people, would you still do it with a mask or without a mask? Like either or.
I really wouldn't be able to speak to it unless I was in that situation. I'm not even gonna make up some ish. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
Because I'm not because
she said I'm not gonna even make up no ish. I ain't doing it. I'm not. I'm out.
No, she didn't say she's out. She said
because at this time, we don't even know if it's airborne. We really don't know. People are dying. People are dropping, my dude. Okay. Like, no, I'm gonna think about that thing. I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I might be like, please, like I can't do it.
I respect all of these first responders and healthcare professionals on another level. Because there's some people, so we see the people dropping out, but we see the people also praying in the hospitals.
Yeah.
You know, we see the healthcare professionals who are still making videos to keeping us informed. They're still working despite the crisis.
Right.
So, I mean, you know.
Yeah, we got some of them. We got troopers. We got, selective ones that's troopers. Like, we gonna, ride this thing out. But some people ain't hearing it.
I was getting ready to tell my mother, but I didn't know. I don't want to make her. I didn't want to make her feel bad, but I was getting ready to joke with her because my mother retired now.
I was getting ready to ask you: would your mom stay, or will she leave?
No, but they call. People are coming out of
right. Did they call your mom?
No, but she's supposed to volunteer. I was getting ready to joke with her, but I didn't want her to be taking me serious.
She's on live. She's on.
I text her because I'm like, where you at?
Oh, okay.
Speaking about this.
Okay, I know.
So
wait, let's talk about this. Let's talk about another form of healthcare.
What's that?
The home health aides.
Yeah.
They are considered essential workers, and they don't even have like the protective gear.
That's so true.
Whatever they have access to.
That's so true, D.
Especially with what I'm experiencing personally, like my hats go off to them because they are still there helping my grandmother.
That's so true.
And who, they, God forbid, you don't know, but they're there because you have to have a passion and
you do
drive for what you do.
Really do. You got to be built for this. You can't just be doing it for the money at this point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We really know who really loves their job, because majority of the people, I'm gonna be very honest with you, they not going for, they out. Like I can't do this.
My mother's on now, so she just made a comment. She was like, yes, as a retired nurse, but as my daughter will tell you, I was very dedicated to my profession. But as a single mother with my children that were young, to go to work now, I wouldn't.
See? I'm with you, Mom. I said the same thing. Not my kids is first. If I was single,
but you
maybe.
Signed up for this.
But I ain't signed up to die and leave my kids back. Nah, I ain't signed up for that.
No, but there's gonna be all kind of bubonic plagues and stuff that come up. You're gonna be infected. Like, listen, this is the coronavirus, but there's going to be.
We've never experienced anything like this, E.
I know.
In our lives.
Well, this is the tip of the iceberg.
Listen, in our lives, in our parents' lives,
right?
Our grandparents' lives.
We've never experienced something like this. When I say the number of people that are dying are going up every day. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, why would I put myself in that place where I know I might get infected, and then I got to go home to my kids, and my kids might get it?
Oh, you signed up to take care of these. You signed up to take care of me, and you took an oath. Like, you don't, as you take an oath, you don't know what kind of diseases. I think this right now in this day and age, this is going to make people reflect.
This is testing us, definitely.
Yeah. Make people think what I signed up for.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, today we got coronavirus. Tomorrow, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. What kind of disease?
Elisa, that's a great point. I'm not sure if you guys watched on ABC or on Netflix. There's a series called Pandemic, where it's basically a documentary about like different scientists and doctors whose job is to find out not if another pandemic will occur, but when. but Corona beat us to the punch.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Corona beat us. But they have like doctors and scientists who are looking for influenzas, shots, and things that would prevent like future viruses that the human body can't fight off. But again,
my question is, why weren't we prepared for this?
But that's what I'm saying. I think I didn't finish watching it, but just like the first 20 minutes is extremely informative. Like
really,
they literally have scientists and researchers who were trying to predict what's happening.
Really? What's happening now? Yeah. Wow, I gotta watch that. Cool. Gotta send it to me, Des.
But I think a lot of times we're not prepared. Like I think this pandemic now is gonna prepare us for the next pandemic.
Yeah, I would definitely say that.
That's why I say like I just don't agree with nurses quitting because of their kids. Like I don't know, I probably would quit, but I'm not in that field and I didn't take the oath. Like I'm not going to do it because I know that's not built. I'm not built for that.
Yeah.
But that's why I say this is the pandemic today, but this is gonna prepare us for tomorrow for the next pandemic. But I just don't want the medical professions quitting on me while I'm on my deathbed or my family's on their deathbed. Like I don't.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I understand that too. It's hard. It's kind of like, you know, especially if you have loved ones. Like my dad just came out the hospital. You know what I'm saying? What if they told me, yo, the nurse was like out and who's, you know, they don't have enough staff now. Like, how would you feel? So I'm like you said this, I'm like in you know, I don't know. It's hard. Yeah. It's really hard. And that's why I said my hats go off to all of the health providers because I don't think I'm built for that.
I know I'm not.
I ain't doing it. Now I say that now. I'll probably be in the hospital like, you know, helping because your faith is not tested until something like this happened. And so I know a lot of people saying that, oh, I wouldn't do it, but you don't know what you'll do until you in that situation. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Look at this.
I know.
I was like, y'all playing, I need a drinky drink. I'm parched.
A lot of cleavage going on. What's going on?
No, a lot of cleavage. Yes, you popping out, baby. You popping out. I hope you got your Hey. Get ready for them bars. I want to hear them bars, baby.
I rap for fun, but I want to be a writer. I just want to write and make music and ghostwrite.
No, but you gotta take us out of here with a
Yeah, you gotta take us out of here with something like something you just put up, something crazy.
Oh God!
Hi, husband. Hey, cousin.
I won't rap it, but I will definitely talk to y'all real quick.
Okay.
No, you gotta.
I don't want to mess it up. No, I'm gonna do it cute. I just don't.
Do poetry.
No,
do poetry.
We're gonna go out. We're gonna end it with this, or what we gonna do? Because I want to take us out with some bars.
Yeah, come on, take us out, Des.
Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna read it because I don't want to mess up.
Okay.
Like, worried about how I look, how my layers is flowing. You know what?
Hey, get them layers right, baby. Baby.
Right, so this is something that I'm gonna put up in about 5 or 10 minutes. They have the Cold Summer Challenge. I don't know if you guys heard Fabulous's last project, Cold Summer.
Oh yes.
So that beat is like a really like melodic, like soulful beat.
Kick it, baby.
So they just it's trending now. They just started the Cold.
Wait, before you start, give them your Instagram, give them your media page so that they can go and follow you.
Okay. So hi guys, hello all of E-pinions viewers and subscribers. Thanks for tuning in. I am Destiny, and you can find me on my personal Instagram page, which is I Am Your Destiny, IAMURDESTINI, and my media platform, Play Your Cards with an S, right _.
And we'll put it in the description as well. So if you guys, So you gonna take us out, and then we're gonna do our final thought, and then.
Thank y'all. First of all,
yes.
Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely.
You two are such a dynamic duo. You are inspiring women and people over the world every day. And I just think that you guys really complement one another. You're both ambitious. You're both beautiful, confident Black women.
Thank you.
I love y'all. Keep it up.
Yes, love you. Kick that shit. Introducing the best.
Do we gotta give you a beat?
Mind you, Ebony is like my number one like supporter. Every show
I'm a cheerleader.
Would pop out. You heard?
Absolutely.
Pre-motherhood, huh?
But I'm gonna get the link. Why I don't got your link?
What link?
Your channel.
What my play your cards right?
Play your cards right? Your Mikey.
You got a channel?
I do have a YouTube channel, Play Your Cards Right. And I also just created one for my family, which is called It Takes a Village.
I showed you that one, E. Yeah.
So, but I
have E-pinions. I think you follow her. I mean, not E-pinions. I think you follow her. Her media page. I'll send it to you. We'll put everything in the description.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Viewers, I want y'all to listen up and let her speak to your hearts and your minds.
Cold Summer did his numbers. Now it's a whole challenge. Who would have known the virus could take over our whole island? I remember over Press Shiggy over Fabulous, acting all bougie over choosy. Niggas be capping. But you know what they say. God's plan, no man can intervene. Now we stuck in quarantine, mask, gloves, and Hennessy, contemplating on the summer. Will the Rona take us under? How do we social distance if we living on the corners? Apartments overcrowded, homeless living under tunnels. Schools closed, so kids is missing their luncheon. Honest civilians making a living, can't even punch in. Small shut down, look what the fuck Trump did. 2021 turned to 24/7 packages and commissary on whole systems pathetic. It's a spiritual war. God trying to teach us a lesson. Been on my knees the past few weeks, confessing up to heaven. And I don't even smoke, but I'm craving for Newport, praying for the elderly ill in New York. Can't forget our heroes with scrubs and uniforms, risking their lives, praying not to bring it back home as a cold summer.
Oh, yes. I love it.
Cold summer, baby. Come on. That's Play Your Cards Right. My girl, D-Bass. Thank you, baby, so much for tuning in.
Love you guys.
Giving
you for having me.
Yes, giving us some of your what's going on in your life while we quarantining. We thank you so much.
Homeschooling and working from home. Shout out to all the mothers homeschooling.
No
joke.
My hats go off to you guys, yo. I know it's no joke.
Yo, when I heard they got a new math out, new all kind of like I heard it's crazy, like the way like you got to teach the kids now. There's a new like
system
of like teaching, like it's not the same math we learned as growing up. Like I heard it's crazy.
Really? I would be lost. I'd be like, what? I'll call one of my brothers and listen, PJ, we
math and stuff out there, like new fractions. They doing crazy.
Yes. So listen, let's do our final thought.
Thank y'all for keeping me motivated because
absolutely.
Honestly, it's hard. You already know, Ebony.
It's
been real these past 6 years.
Yeah.
Like, being a mother can really, really like, just really overwhelm you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for making me feel like what I bring to the table matters.
Absolutely.
Omar said he enjoyed you. He said yes.
Listen.
The best.
What he said?
Omar said, I enjoyed you, Des. He said the best.
Des is the best.
Thank you. Much
keep
love.
Keep on going, Des. You're super. I always say this to you. I'm your number one fan. You are so creative. You talented. Like you built for this. This is what you're here for. And so I encourage you to keep going. I want to see you win. You already know. And so we love you. We thank you for joining us. And this is just, you're going to be back on, we're going to be back on your platform.
Yes.
Okay.
So we love you.
Love you.
You want us to give us our final thoughts?
Final thought. Should I go first or you going to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, my final thought is make sure you just take this time, whether it's quality time, whatever, peaceful time, just take it and do something productive. Because even though we're living in a terrible time, it's a pandemic, which is never good. Take this time and bring some positive into it. Whether it's something that you always wanted to do, spend more time with your kids.
Yeah.
Have some more me time if you can. But just take this time to do the things that you actually enjoy, or things that you put off before that you have time for. Make the time now, because now we got time on our hands.
Absolutely.
We're at home. Even if you were commuting, like it cut off, the commute time. The commute time could be like damn near 3 hours, 4 hours.
Right. Yeah.
Extra 3-4 hours, even if you're working remote, you got an extra 3-4 hours on your hands.
Yeah.
I've been doing things that I've always wanted to do. I wanted to create candles. I wanted to create like a spa atmosphere.
Yes.
I wanted to like take care of my yard. It's springtime now. It's
right.
About planting things. So it's like no matter what, just do what your heart desires, and bring some positivity out of this negativity.
Yes. Let it motivate us, right?
Yeah.
Let it push us.
That's just my message. Just just bring some positive into this. Don't let it be totally negative for you.
Right.
Hopefully your health is good. You're good. Like, thank God I haven't been sick. Oh, I gotta knock on wood. Like, thank God I haven't been sick, and I'm good. So it's just like, why not utilize this time? If you're not sick in bed, or your family member's not sick in bed, you should be utilizing this time.
Exactly.
Positive.
And be grateful. So many other people are way off where it's like we should be grateful. The ones that still have our jobs, and our families are okay, and our families that were sick and they're okay now. Like, we have so much to be grateful for. My final thought is for all of my believers out there that trust God. And let me tell you, right now, our faith.
Today's Palm Sunday.
I know. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. If you have this little piece of faith, God will move mountains. And so my final thought is I'm going to go from Isaiah 41:10. Yes, for my church folk, right? So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Amen. And if you just believe that, and God said, you just need that little bit of faith that all of this stuff is going to go to pass. This shall be the past, our past. And so I'm encouraging you guys to stay positive in this time, and let this be your motivation to be nice to your neighbor that you wasn't nice to call your family members that you had fallen out with, or you know what I'm saying, spend time. Like, again, this has put so much perspective to let me know what's important. And I love you, my co-host.
I love you too, girl, and I cannot wait till we're together again.
I know. So when are we coming back on? We're going to do one day next week. Are we going to go back on Wednesday? We're going to do Wednesday, right?
Okay, we're going to do Wednesday like we usually do, right?
Yep. So we're back. We're back since we got our YouTube finally. We was having problems.
We got to bring in more guests and stuff. This is going to be popping.
We've been having problems from yesterday. We were supposed to go live, but technical difficulties, but we on, thank God. And so we will see you guys on next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Thank you, viewers who chimed in. Thank you, guys who's in my Instagram live. This is new. We just
say what Shamika just said. Shamika,
yes.
Keep your armor guard on. We live our lives on a daily basis. We can get through this.
Yes.
There is no consequences in life.
Yes.
Everything happens for reasons, peace, and blessings.
That's so true, Mika.
That is
I love you.
That's out with.
Yes, thank you guys. We love you so much. We'll see you next Wednesday. Peace.